24/7.
Are you ready to talk about sex?
No, let's talk about relationships.
Or is it time to talk about dating taboos?
It's on your mind
So let's talk about it
on Nightlife 24/7.
Hey everybody, welcome back to Nightlife 24/7. As always, it's Mac and Nikki.
Hi.
So just to start off, last night we actually did a interview with BFAM 109.6. Actually, it was Nikki's interview. She was talking about dungeon safety and protocols and rules and what you should and shouldn't do and how to indulge in it safely and actually how to figure out if it's your cup of tea. So you really ought to check out the show. I was just sitting there as a divided piece between her and the host. Really didn't have much to say to me, and I'm okay with that. It wasn't my interview, but it was a really good show. So please check it out. BFM. Yeah, I said it right. BFAM 109.6
Yes.
is the radio station. I think the host's name was Osiris. Osiris. But yeah, it was really, really cool. So please check it out. We tend to look at a lot of chats. We look at a lot of different groups. We get emails from groups and chats that we're involved in. And sometimes a lot of the stories that y'all hear us discuss, they come from those chats. Sometimes Facebook, sometimes Twitter, sometimes the Fet Life groups that we're in, sometimes just the conversation we have with our lifestyle friends. Well, we came across a story last Thursday. Was it Thursday?
I don't remember. Something like that.
Well, Wednesday or Thursday. And it was a young lady who is poly involved with two couples. And we're going to read the story to you, and then you guys, we're going to discuss it, and we're going to give our opinion on it. So, yeah, just listen. It's, just so you know, it's a two-part.
Yeah, it is long. Okay.
Yeah, it's
So
it's a two-part
us.
text, okay? Because the first part says I need God, and then the second text continues on after that.
All right, so I need some guidance. So I've been poly now for over a year, and I'm living with two of my four partners. The other two partners...
And by the way, she's doing the white girl voice because it's a white girl. Just letting you know.
Kiss my ass.
I'm just saying.
I am living with two of my four partners. My other two partners live in the apartment downstairs from us. Yes, I am a unicorn. I'm dating two sets of couples. Both have young children. The other two partners are my nesting partners. Best friends. Well, after being with the other couple for 2 months now, I've noticed a lot of things that are bothering me with my nesting partners. Some of those things have been a problem for the last few months. I've just kept in the back of my mind, I guess it should have been kept them in the back of my mind, and ignored them because I felt like maybe the issue would just go away. But they didn't. And they just came back to the surface after realizing that my other partners are more mature and actually know how to function like adults. But some of the issues with my nesting partners are: the household isn't being ran like a normal household. My male nesting partner isn't romantic at all. My
male nesting
partner is very self-centered.
Right.
Example: most of the days of the week is set aside for various types of gaming. My female nesting partner sleeps a lot and knows she doesn't work. Both partners, mostly my male nesting partner, don't seem to be there for their child who is autistic. I do the best I can with the child, but I don't have kids or have any young children in my family. I'm the youngest. Nor do I know how to care for an autistic one very well. But I do my best. When it comes to my bedroom, my female partner, when it comes to the bedroom, my female partner doesn't want a lot of physical anything with me, and my male partner just wants to jump into fucking and be done. This is just some of the issues that I'm having with my nesting partners. My other set of partners are the complete opposite of this. They have the romance. Both partners want to be physical and sexual with me, and they make the sex amazing with the foreplay and not just jumping into the fucking and being done with it. They are able and wanting to help me with my medical needs. They're giving and not selfish. They are there for their child who also has medical issues. They both contribute to the household and keep it running like a proper one, or at least how I see a proper household should be. I have brought all of this up to all my partners, and my nesting partners want me to stay with them, but my other partners want me to live with them since I seem happier there. So of course, all of this is starting to cause tension in the relationship and the friendships. I honestly feel kind of lost, and I am not sure what to do. I love my nesting partners, and I'm very fond of my other two partners. We've only been together for 2 months, so I'm very fond of them. And I feel like if I do decide to move in with the other two partners, then everything that my nesting partners have done to pull me out of the previous living situation will be naught. For naught, I'm sure that's what that meant.
Yeah.
Plus, I'm afraid with whatever decision I choose, I'm going to lose partners somewhere.
Yeah.
I also have been thinking, how much do I actually love my nesting partners? Is it all just infatuation? I'm just so fucking lost. I'm doing my best now to just do what I feel like I need to at the moment and spend time with who I want to spend time with. But I know I'm going to have to tackle these thoughts at some point and deal with it all.
Okay. Let's break this down. You want to or me?
Go ahead.
I see a couple issues right off the bat. One, I see her as just a sex toy for them.
For the nesting couple.
For the nesting couple.
Okay.
When they want her, not when she wants them.
Okay.
Okay. Two, I see her being the maid and the nanny for the household.
Yeah.
Okay. And third, I see her being the one that is actually taking care of a child's medical needs that she truly does not know about because she's only been with them for a few months.
Well, the nesting partners, I think she's been with longer. The other couple she's only been with for 2 months.
No, the nesting partner is the one who has the autistic child.
Right.
Okay. All right. She's been with them just about a year.
Okay, right.
Just about a year. So she still doesn't know that child well and his needs.
Well, you don't know anyone
right
after a year.
Then she's only been with the nesting partners for 2 to 3 months who they have a child, but we don't have these medical needs, but she didn't say autistic. She said medical needs.
Medical needs, yes.
Right. So now she's with 2 couples. Naila's on there.
Leave. Your happiness matters most and should always come first. I agree.
We agree, but this is my thing. She already knows what she wants to do. She's afraid to, as we say, pull the trigger.
Right. Well, so this is one of those situations because she mentioned that she was in a bad set of circumstances prior to moving in.
Right, and they helped her out.
And so this is one of those situations.
She feels obligated.
Yes, she feels obligated, but that is also a way of taking advantage of someone. Because what you do is you see this person and you think of all the ways if you got them out of that situation that they could help you out. So they got her out of that situation, and
only to put her in a worse situation.
They have a live-in slave.
Right.
It's not a maid and a nanny. They have literally a live-in slave. The wife sleeps all day long. The male partner plays games all day long, and she's doing
neither
all
one
of
of
the
them
things.
works.
Yes, and she's
neither
doing
one of them
all
work.
of the things.
Neither one of them work, which means she's probably working too. I'll bet you she's working, even if she's working from home.
I don't think she's working. Maybe because she did say she had some medical things going on too.
Right, so she probably works from home.
But I'm pretty sure that this amount of
What
stress.
did Nia say?
She said exactly.
Right.
Slave. I'm pretty sure that her medical issues are not being made any better by the stress of taking care of a household with 2 other adults sitting there on their asses doing absolutely nada.
Well, let me get this point. First of all, you got the husband that when he's done gaming and he doesn't deal with the child because she makes that clear. He doesn't even deal with the child.
Well, the wife doesn't either. She sleeps.
Hold on. I'm going to break it down. The husband games all day and doesn't deal with the child. But when he's ready for sex, I just want you to lay down, let me stick it in, fuck you, and then I get off and go back to gaming. The wife sleeps all day, but doesn't want to be physical or sexual with you in any way.
Right.
Then what the hell is your purpose there except to clean and cook and take care of their house?
She's a slave.
And take care of her child.
She's a slave. Now, the thing is, the other couple is friends with this couple.
See, that's what gets me.
So the bad thing is they probably know the deal.
They know the deal, but they can't say nothing.
Right.
They know what was up beforehand.
So they're trying to probably get her out of that situation without narking on their friends or whatever the case may be. But I mean, personally, I don't see the problem.
Listen, I'm being honest with you. You have a second couple who lives downstairs from you that you are also involved in. Yes, they're not your nesting partners, but they show you a semblance of what a house should run like and how a house should be.
And how a triad should
function. Yet, I understand the loyalty to the ones who got you out of the bad situation. But sometimes, as my grandma used to say, you can get out of the frying pan and straight into the fire.
This is true.
And sister, your ass seemed to be in the fire. So you need to figure out right now, because you're at the end of the thing, you said, I really wonder if I love my nesting partners, or is it infatuation?
It may be
I don't think it's infatuation. I just think she feels obligated because they helped her out.
Right.
That's what I think it is, in my personal opinion.
How long do you pay for them helping you out?
Right.
I mean, seriously.
I mean, is there a time limit on saying, "Hey, thank you, I appreciate servitude"?
Yeah. Like, I helped you out of a situation. Now you owe me so many years of your life. I mean, come on. It's no.
Okay. And then what gets me is she said the other couple isn't selfish, and they're not self-centered. So the situation you in gives you no value.
Right. You're aware of the toxic situation you're in.
So I don't know what your medical situation is because we don't know the young lady. I did contact her last week and let her know that we would be talking about her situation today. Don't know if she'll actually forget or tune in or whatever, but she can always go back and look at it. I sent her the information.
Marissa says she needs to run. I agree.
Girl, she should have ran. Oh my God. And she said this has been going on. She noticed it now for the last few months.
Right. But she probably noticed it in the last 2 months when she saw how the other couple was treating her.
Right. So in other words, you saw what was good and realized what you had wasn't what you thought it was.
Right.
And then the good thing is, it ain't like if she leaves, she ain't got no place to go. She got another place. They want her. Girl, you moved up to the east side. You're on the top floor. Ain't nothing wrong with going down one floor sometimes. Go down one floor. Sometimes you ain't ready to move up to the top level. You need to take your time and slowly get to the top level. You ran to the top level, so they brought you straight to the top level. You weren't even ready for the top level. You need to go back down one level.
Pause. Is anyone ever ready for that kind of situation?
I'm going to be honest with you. Some people are. I know for a fact in my life multiple times.
I don't think anyone wants to be used because that's what's happening. She's being used.
Oh, no. She had been used and abused. So it don't even make sense.
Yes, it is a very prime example of a toxic relationship, especially a toxic.
What Marissa said?
Nyla. A toxic polyamorous relationship. Like
that's what we were talking about when we were talking about people who find a unicorn, and then they mess it up so bad that when that comes time for that person, they say they get out of that situation. But they're so scared now that the next time they meet a couple, they're
skittish.
Right. They're not themselves. They're not opening up. They're not having fun with the couple. And the couple's like, okay, this isn't working. But it's not due to them. It's due to the bad shit that happened to them before. Because people screw over unicorns in this lifestyle.
But again, this is another one of the times when we say people are not disposable. You don't use people.
Well.
No.
I'm not disagreeing with you, but there are some people who actually feel that way, that they want you to use
She
it.
didn't come. She didn't
I'm
say,
not
"Hey,
saying
I'm
her.
a slave. Please use me."
I'm not
How
saying
may
her.
I serve you, sir?
I didn't say her. I said some people. So I need to clarify that. There are some people who look for that type of relationship, but it's obvious this woman wasn't looking for that type of relationship.
No.
So let's break it down just from the get-go. Let's start with the husband. You have the husband in the first relationship, the nesting partner you live with. He only uses you for sex when he wants to be bothered. You need to put a stop to that right off the bat.
Let's hold that. Y'all, if any man or woman over the age of 18 is gaming all day long and not being a functional adult, and gaming isn't how they make their money. Now, if they get paid to game,
they making
game
$50,000 a year, $150,000 a
right.
year.
If they people are paying to watch them game, awesome.
Yes, please don't mess with that man money.
Right, but if they're sitting
Or
there
woman.
and their life is surrounded in virtual reality in a video game, and that's what they do, they get off work and come home and play the video game, or they're not working and playing the video game.
From the time you get up
or
to
the
the time
ones
you go
that
to
are high all day and just sit around
and
playing the video games.
No, she ain't with a brother. She said she was with a white guy.
I don't care what race he is. Does it matter?
No.
To me, they all fall in the same category. I don't care what color they are.
They worthless and useless. I'm just saying it straight out. I don't give a damn if y'all stop watching my show. I think any man
or a woman
who sits around all damn day playing video games, you're worthless. You are truly worthless if you're not making money from it. Period. You're worthless.
Yeah, like at least make a career of it. Like
Yeah.
I've seen the people get paid for people watching them play video games.
Right, and they start at $50,000 a year up to $150,000.
But obviously, that is not this case.
That's not this case.
So right there, off the bat, if you meet somebody and you find out that their favorite pastime is sitting around playing video games all day long, they have nothing else going on in their life, just keep moving. This is not a viable partner.
All right, that's one. Number two, he only uses you for sex when he feels like it. Yeah, that ain't, you might as well just go and get up out of there. Right. What did Marissa say right down the bottom? I
just said somebody else too.
Okay, so check this out. Now let's go to the wife. The wife sleeps all day. Mm-hmm. So that it means she doesn't get up and make breakfast for nobody, especially her own child. She don't make lunch for nobody. Mm-hmm. She don't make dinner for nobody. Mm-hmm. Does she even get up to wash her ass because she's sleeping all day? So I don't know if you even want to lay with the wife because all she does is lay in bed all damn day.
Well, here's the question. Is she depressed? Which probably is.
That's probably.
But again, this young lady does not have the certificates to take care of that situation.
Okay,
they need therapy.
You probably 150% correct.
She has a special needs child. She has a husband who ain't doing shit. She's probably depressed.
Well, think about it. She got 2 children.
Is there 2 children?
Yeah, the husband. Shit, she got 2 children she's dealing with. And she only had 1.
So, I mean, she probably saw the other girl got there and be like, damn, I finally get to sleep after all this time.
Yeah.
Like,
right.
You know, she probably is like, yeah, I need a break.
You probably, I bet you 95% of the time, you're right. She's probably depressed.
But, again, her ass need to go too. Why are you still there?
Okay. All right.
Take your child. You can probably do better without his ass not having to take care of him.
Okay. Now, you as the female third partner here are taking care of a autistic child.
She said, yeah, the wife sounds depressed. Yeah.
Yeah. You're taking care of an autistic child that's not yours. Mm-hmm. Okay. First of all, this child is still getting to know you and trust you, and you don't know all the medical issues and situation with this child. So that causes a problem within itself because she stated in the first paragraph, the husband does not deal with the child.
But see, right there, again, that would have been one of those things that would have told me to run.
Maybe she felt that she could, how could she say, how you go into a bad situation, like maybe I can just help them out.
No.
Maybe I can change. You know what I'm talking about, though?
No, another person does not fix a relationship, just like having a baby doesn't fix the relationship.
Well, that's the same thing we say about when I was in swinging. You know, swinging ain't going to make your relationship better. It's going to bring out all your damn insecurities.
If your relationship is already fucked up, if y'all already not getting along, I promise you bringing in a whole nother person is not going to make it any better.
Yeah.
Please don't do that. Deal
Yeah.
with your own demons first within your relationship and then seek out another person if that is what you want to do.
Right. What they did though, it changed up the game. They brought in a whole nother person to compensate for the shit they not doing.
To try to fix their shit. No,
Right.
that's not fair.
Okay.
It's not her responsibility.
Then the young lady says, I have my own medical issues. So we don't know if her medical issues are anxiety, PTSD, depression.
I don't care what they are.
No,
They're
I'm
being
just
made
saying,
worse by the stress.
Right, I'm just throwing all these things out there. Now, these things that she may or may not have, even if they're physical things, let's just say she can't walk right or she has to use a wheelchair, you know, whatever. I don't know. I'm just throwing that out there. All that's added stress to her body and mind. And how the hell is she coping?
Obviously, she's not coping. Well, she is. She's finding solace in the other relationship.
Right.
That's her refuge.
That's her
escape.
refuge. That's her refuge.
But
I bet you she don't get to spend a lot of time down there because of the shit that's going on up in the top floor.
Right. Because they're going to probably make her feel guilty for escaping, for
Well, she said that.
leaving them.
Didn't you read that?
Yeah.
You read that in the second paragraph.
Right. You know.
I mean, in the second part of the text.
I need you, such and such and such. And yeah, I'm pretty sure at this point she's taken that, feeling that's her responsibility, which is bullshit.
Because they basically, what they've done is, and I hate to say this, and it's can't find a technical term, they basically almost brainwashed her to make her feel that way.
They guilted her.
Well, yeah, guilt trip, brainwash, yeah. So, listen. The second couple shows her attention. They both like being with her physically. And they show her what a household is supposed to look like and what a triad is supposed to run.
Right.
The question now comes into question. Well, the question is, as she states, am I in love or infatuated with my nesting partners? I personally don't think you're in love with them at all.
I think she deeply admired them for getting her out of the
Right.
situation.
But I don't
that
think
she was
love is in there.
And unfortunately, a lot of times, your savior,
Can also be
well,
Yeah.
that too, but
Yeah.
like people fall for their savior.
What
You fall in love with your hero.
What was that? What's that complex when I forgot what it's called when you kidnap somebody and they stay with you so long? Stockholm syndrome.
Oh, no.
I'm not saying she has that, but I'm saying it's a slight version or a light version of that. They took her, they came and saved her and brought her up out of the muck so she could see. In other words, she was down in the mud, in the water, but now they just brought her up to the dirty water. Okay, whereas every now and then she keeps swimming, she sees the clear water, which is the other couple. She's like, damn, there's other water above this water. Because water changes as you go higher and lower. Water changes and people don't understand it. But yeah, and some of y'all be like, what the hell is he talking about? Don't worry, I love water. So, I mean, scuba diving, all that. But water changes as far as temperature and depth and thickness and darkness. And so she was way down here. They brought her up to here. But she kept swimming a little bit every now and then and checking out the water up here. I'm like, damn, it's nice and it's warm and a nice current. Down here, she falls back down. It's like, damn, why I keep coming back down here? I know I live here, but man, it sure is nicer up there.
I think eventually we all see that whatever situation we're in is not healthy.
Right.
For most people, they stay because they don't see any way to escape.
She hasn't escaped.
She hasn't escaped. For her, it is the guilt. And I'm going to bet it's the guilt of leaving the child. Because I've been in a situation like that where I knew that the relationship itself was toxic and I really needed to go. But I was so bonded to this child and was worried about what would happen to this child if I was no longer here.
Yeah.
Like, because I took the child to school, I picked the child up, and I did the homework with the child. It's like, what happens to the child if I leave this child?
Yeah, no,
I stayed a lot longer than I should have.
But I did that as a man.
Out of love for the child, and eventually I had to just save myself and reach back whenever I could.
But I get that.
I'm pretty sure that's probably where she is right now, where she is what's going to happen to this child? If something happens to this child, I'm going to feel bad. It's going to be my fault. Blah, 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 blah.
Hey guys, and y'all need to understand, women ain't the only one who do that, because I stayed in a relationship because of the kids.
Yeah, there's men who stay for the kids.
I have stayed for the kids, and the funny thing was, even after I broke up with the young lady, I stayed in contact, and I would come over and just check on the kids. I did that for like a year. Yeah. I did it in a couple of relationships, but I stayed for the kids because they were good kids. Right. They just had a sorry ass mom. It was. So, listen, I'm gonna throw this out there, and I'm gonna say it just like this, and some of y'all ain't gonna agree with me. You just ain't. Pack your shit and leave now.
Right.
That's it. I'm just saying it point blank. Pack your shit and take it downstairs. If you want to, tell them to open up the window to the second floor on the balcony and just throw your shit on the balcony. You ain't even got to take your shit. Just throw it down on the balcony. I bet they ain't going to have a problem with it. I'm just saying. No, seriously. I'm just saying. Throw your shit about. And then tell the people you going to the store to get some cigarettes.
You know what?
and don't come back. Just tell them you going to get some cigarettes and don't even come back. They be like, damn, you left 6 months ago. Yeah, I know. And the bad thing is she probably don't even smoke. Because you know how many dads have left to get cigarettes and don't even smoke?
What's wrong with you?
I'm just saying. Tell them you going to get some cigarettes and don't come back.
I do agree. She does need to go.
You can still check on the child from the second floor.
She can, and of course
you can.
You have to sympathize with the child.
Right.
But
you can check on the child.
Eventually, either they're going to find somebody else to take advantage of, or they're going to have to step up and deal with it.
All I'm saying is, this whole situation, when I read it, I just immediately handed the phone over to Nikki because I was just like, this is so fucked up. This is so fucked up. And you know what's so bad about it? She knows she's in a bad situation because the funny thing is they made her aware. Because what they did was, listen, you were in a bad situation and we're bringing you out of that. So she knew what was bad. And they took her to a bad situation. So she already knew, and she's like, well, damn.
What's slightly better than worse?
Well, yeah. I knew my shit was really
This is the worst. What's slightly better than the worst?
Right. I'm a little bit better than I was.
As soon as possible. Yes. It's
right.
Time
she needs to just, and if you ain't even got to take your stuff.
Look, y'all, ladies, gentlemen, whoever.
There are men in bad situations, too.
You cannot take care of others if your own cup is empty. Okay? And obviously this relationship is draining this young lady.
Or as Nikki like to say, her spoon's all full.
Yep. No more spoons.
My whole thing on this one is it makes me really angry because there are couples out there who genuinely are looking for a third partner, whether it be a male, female, a transgender, LGBT, whatever.
Right.
They're literally seriously looking for someone to be part of their relationship
and not take advantage
of them, to genuinely involve them, care for them, be with them. Right. And then you got these people out here who are looking for unicorns and screw them up so bad that when they do find something, it's almost like trying to get a damn turtle out of his shell.
Yeah.
Who's shell shocked.
Yeah. Stop doing that. Do not take advantage of people. That's just going to come back and bite you in the ass. I'm sorry.
Well, listen. You guys who are listening to us, we read your comments and stuff. So what are your opinions on it? What is your true opinion on it? So tell us what you honestly think about it and how you feel about it. I mean, if this was you, would you still be staying there contemplating it, feeling obligated, or would your ass already been gone? So just tell us, because we read your comments out loud, so let us know.
I think it's hard to say. I think unless you've been in that situation, it's hard to say what you would do in that situation.
You know, I miss Mr. Moss right now. I do. I miss Mr. Moss. He's not on tonight. You know, what was it, April? What was the girl from the fire department?
Fern.
I miss Fern on here.
They always check it out at some point.
Yeah, I miss them.
They don't catch it live. They'll catch it later.
Yeah, because they have some comments. Lee's not on tonight. Kind of hurt my feelings, but it's all good. Yeah, it hurt my feelings. Yo, but my girl Naila on there because Naila, let me ask you.
She done said she run. Go.
She run?
She's like, I'm out.
She's
being mentally abused. Yeah.
Yeah. You're right, Naila. She is truly being mentally abused. What did Marissa say right there? I didn't see. Who's on there? Marissa and who?
You're Michelle.
Oh,
Eric.
Oh, Eric. What's up, Eric? Hey, Marissa. But I want you to understand too. Now, this may be a female who's going through this, but I want you to understand that guys go through this too. There are guys that come into a couple's relationship or a completely gay relationship, all men, and go through the exact same thing. So don't just think it's just women. Believe me, it's not just women.
Anybody can wind up in a emotional handcuffed situation. Because they're emotionally stuck. They know they should leave, and physically they have the means to leave, but emotionally they can't bring themselves to leave.
I wonder if it's like standing in, I won't use quicksand,
I've
but
been
like
there.
saying,
Most of us have been there at some point.
Yeah. What did she say?
She said, I've been there. Yeah.
Yeah. I wonder if it's like standing in quicksand or sand that keeps running down. You keep running up, but the sand keeps pushing you back down.
Probably. No.
Yeah. You never been on a sand dune that's really where the sand's really loose and you're trying to go up, but the more you go up, you keep sliding back down?
No, it's one of those things where you see the ladder, you know how to get out. You just feel bad for who you have to leave behind because you can't carry them out with you. To me, it's totally different. It's almost like the house is on fire, but I can only save myself.
Well, who the hell is she going to carry out?
The kid. I'm sure if she could take that kid with her, she probably wouldn't even think twice.
Yeah, but then now the cops are involved.
Right. I promise you that's probably the only thing that's got her staying is the kid at this point. If she could take that kid and go, she would take that kid and go.
I don't see where you're wrong in that because she has no
connection to the mother.
To the mother at all. No physical or sexual connection.
She realizes that the man is just using her for sex.
Right. And he needs to get his dick wet.
She has a loving
right
sexual relationship happening elsewhere. So, yeah, if she could take that kid and go, that's the emotional tie.
You make you wonder if the nesting family would just let the kid go. Hell, they ain't like they doing it. The father's not involved.
I'm going to sound really horrible for saying this, but I'm sure they won't because normally with children with special needs, there's also a check involved.
And that's why they're not working.
And so I'm going to be willing to bet that they would not let that child just go.
Yeah, you know what? I did truly forget about the money aspect of it because with more than 90% of autistic children, you are getting a check. And I apologize for yawning. Sorry about that. But wow, that's probably why. That's probably why. Yeah, and
if they know how to work the system properly,
right? And they're getting all this different aid and stuff. So
a lot of people don't know how to work the system, but there are some people out there who really learn how to work the system.
And that's probably why they're not working.
Possibly.
There's no need to work. They got enough money coming in, food and everything else, and nurses and all that stuff to probably help out.
Well, I doubt there's nurses.
Well, nurses,
she wouldn't be so stressed.
Right.
Now they probably could get that if they knew how to,
I'm just
get
saying
those resources. But
I'm gonna say this, and this is gonna be the title.
But you
title
can't
of the show.
I don't think you can really get the nursing help if you are not working.
Well, that changed because of COVID. Remember?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, COVID changed all that. So this is gonna be the title of the show. Girl, GURL, you need to go. That's the title of the show. You need to go. Go now.
Right. So she's seriously attached to the kid. Yeah.
I get it. You want to be there for the child. You want to help the child. You want to save the child. You want to take care of the child. Hell, take the child down one level with you. Tell them I ain't even
Don't catch a case.
Yeah, so tell them, listen, I ain't even gonna mess with your money. I'm just every day I'm gonna get up and I'm gonna come up here and pick the child up and take him downstairs with me to the next apartment. Y'all do y'all, and every night I bring him back home. They still getting their check. She still feels that she's doing her best to help out with the child. And you know what I'm saying? No. You said no. Why you just gonna shake your head like that? Like no. Because she could do that. All she got to do is a one elevator or one flight of stairs.
She's not a fucking nanny.
I know, but she's somehow maintaining the connection through the child to the family.
But what she needs to do is
Well,
get
she's
herself
not
out of that connection and take
She's
care
not
of
going to
herself.
do that. That's not going to happen.
It will eventually.
I don't see that happening soon, but in time it will. But I don't see it happening soon. So for y'all who listen to the show, we're looking for a unicorn. We just ain't found the right one yet. We didn't find some nutty ones and some flaky ones. Yeah, I'm not lying, telling the truth.
I didn't say nothing.
Yeah, I'm telling the truth. Flaky as hell, or just ain't got, or think that, let me help you out. They think we gonna take care of them.
Right.
Yeah, no, you need to come to the table with all your faculties and your finances. Because, we got enough kids. So that's just where I'm at with that. But yeah. Listen, the thing I need to say to this, I understand sometimes we're in bad situations and there are people who come to our rescue, who genuinely want to rescue us and help us out. Mm-hmm. But then there are people who come to our rescue and I keep thinking of Outlander because we just watched this episode, make us an indentured person to them for a year or two. Mm. Yeah, because that's what they did with Red Jamie. But, so I get it. You figure this is better than what you're in. And you should, sometimes it's best, and I hate to say it, sometimes you have to take the lesser of two evils so you can keep moving. Because the good thing is, if you can get out of this hole and move up to the next hole, then you can get out of that hole and move to the next hole. But if you stay in the very bottom hole, you're just there. So I get it.
It is going to hurt, but yes, you got to go.
Yeah, it's going to hurt and it's going to bother you, but you got to think of you first. Because if you can't take care of you, how the hell are you going to take care of somebody else? Right. That's the first thing the military taught us. Take care of you, then you can take care of everybody to your left and to your right.
They say on the plane, please secure your own mask before helping your children with their masks.
Wow, you had to go that deep with it?
What?
Like, your child will be fine as soon as you get your shit on.
Right.
Okay. Okay. All right. We ain't taking no trips anywhere soon, so we ain't got to worry about that with kids.
My kids old enough they will put their own damn mask on.
Well, yeah, you got a point there. So
bigger than me.
Wow. So what's your true assessment of how she should leave?
Me personally, I would pack my bags and tell them, yo, look, I can't do this with y'all anymore. Y'all need to get y'all shit together.
You just that simple and that short.
Because having a conversation, they're going to draw it out. Oh, please don't leave. Oh, we'll change, blah, blah, blah. Nope. We're not doing all that. You think they're just going to let her walk out the door?
Well, I figured you would have just sent a text.
They there. How they know not see her leave?
Well, he's playing video games all day. The wife is in the bed.
Eventually, they're going to realize somebody's not taking care of the kid.
Right. So send a text. That's your thing. Send a text. I figured you'd just send a text.
No, that's a conversation.
See, that's about... Y'all ever see the commercial where the guy is in the front room in the chair playing video games with the ocular thing on? His girlfriend comes in with her 3 girlfriends and moves the whole damn apartment out.
I haven't seen that commercial.
Oh, my God. She moves the whole apartment out. He's still playing games the whole time. That's playing video games. When they get the last bit of stuff in the vehicle and pull off, as they close the door, and I guess he hears the door somehow, whatever. He then takes the oculars off and looks around and looks stupefied as they pulling off. Because he never paid her any attention because of the video. But that's the point they were trying to... But they were advertising that the vehicle could carry all her stuff. But she cleared out the whole apartment.
I hadn't seen that commercial.
You haven't seen that commercial? It's been on for almost 6-7 months.
How much regular TV do I watch?
Yeah, you got a point.
I watch Netflix and Hulu, and I binge watch.
Right,
so
yeah, that's right.
I watch nothing at all, or I binge.
Right.
There's no in between. I don't have.
Well, that's not true because you've been watching shows with me lately on regular TV. L.A. Finest, Filthy Rich, Discovery.
But if I miss them, I don't.
Yeah, right. But man, yeah. So her situation is the same. They're not going to notice her until something happens with the child.
Right.
She could be gone for 2 days or 3 days before something occurs with the child.
Right.
All right, then they're going to notice her.
Or until he wants some.
Right, until you want some, and that might coincide with the same time something going on with the child. Girl, you need to go. That's all I'm going to say. That's the name of the show. Girl, you need. I'm gonna do it with 3 L's. Girl, you need to go.
Done with you.
I'm just saying. That's how sister would say it. Girl, you need to go. What was your friend we were listening to the other day? Yesterday. Transsexual, Laladra.
T.S. Madison.
Woo! Yeah, good thing T.S. wasn't doing this show.
I agree.
Yeah.
She needs to go.
Yeah,
needs
she
to,
truly needs
like,
to go.
Bounce. I'm
Out. Be done.
Run.
Finish. Yeah. Don't worry.
There's
Bella.
nothing healthy about that.
Bella's standing down like it's past my feeding time, right?
We coming.
We coming. We gonna feed you, Bella.
The dog is on a schedule.
Yeah. She looking at like y'all need to get y'all ass off of that show because y'all past my feeding time. I mean, she is literally staring us down. She just sat up in her cage and looking her straight in the face. So
well, if she wouldn't have been in front of the camera, she could have not been in
right.
the cage.
So we're gonna let you guys go. We thank y'all guys for tuning in. We will have another show next Wednesday. Today's podcast that went out this morning was part 2 of Adult Diaper Play. Please check the show out. It is quite interesting. You will find out some things that I didn't even know about that I found out. So check it out. Enjoy the rest of your evening. We know you got to take care of your family. We appreciate you guys. And
Hey, Jara.
Oh, Jara finally showed up.
Yes.
Jara, you late to the show. Dag nabbit.
All right, y'all. See you next week.
See you next
Bye.
week. And if you missed the show, you can rewatch the recording. Talk to you later. Bye. That's the end right there, right? Yeah. You see it does it on this one too.
It starts replaying? Yeah, they always just start replaying.
Yeah.
Share, you got to hit share.
Hey everybody, welcome back to
Who?
Hit your share button.
Here, I'll let you take care of that. Because with Instagram, you have to do all this title, and then you got to pick the cover shot.
Just hit share.
All right, end the video. Share the IGTV. That's good on the picture. GURLLL. Let me do whatever. Capital L. Think I should do it like that, girl? Like that?
I'm done with you. Nathan, is there a reason you're doing a military crawl across the floor?
We were trying not to be in the shot.
But why not just go that way?
Because that ain't.
Oh, Thomas did join in at some point.
What?
Thomas did join in at some point.
I don't know who Thomas is.
Fern's husband. So that means Fern will be watching soon.
Why are there a bunch of trash blocking the door?
Because it needs to go out the door like I told the children to take it. But then we started getting ready to...
Nicholas, you can go take all that trash out that's in front of the door. We'll figure out something for food. So hey guys, you were hearing us turn off the phones and the cameras for the other shows. But listen, yeah, this is a bad situation, and I hope this young lady can figure it out soon enough to it doesn't damage her physically or mentally. Remember, guys, we always tell you at the end of every show, be safe, have fun, and be smart. We hope and pray that as you guys mature and this world changes and grows, that you follow our teachings as far as We're put on this earth every day to help someone, and if you can't help them, the only thing we ask you is you don't do anything to harm them. And with that being said, me and Nikki are going to say goodnight.
Night.
And we'll talk to you later. We at Nightlife 24/7 appreciate you, our listener, who has an open mind and heart and are able to listen, learn, and discuss those issues that affect you and your partner. By discussing these issues, we hope to keep the lines of communication open to help inform you, our listener, and our community. It's on your mind, so let's talk about it on Nightlife 24/7.